Hello everybody and welcome. It's Kathleen from COZ Creations. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I was going to do a quick little video, do a little bit of fiddling. I ordered some of these floating frames from Jerry's Artorama and they sent me the wrong size. I usually get them in the deeper depth for the gallery wrap canvases. So I figured I'd go ahead and try to use them up. I mean, even these staple back canvases, once you frame them up and you do a pretty little painting in there, they look really nice. So these are my practice canvases because I've become extremely used to the gallery wrap. They just feel better. The weight of them and whatnot feels better in my hands, and I love the depth of them. So I figured we'd go ahead and fiddle with this and maybe do two little experiments and see how they turn out. I wanted to do just a quick video because I've gotten several comments from people that some of my videos are a bit too long, and it's hard to shorten them up, especially when you're trying to teach people, because you want to give as much detail and information as you can. So those of you who feel they're a bit too long and already understand a lot of this technique, just go ahead and fast forward and get to an area that will help inspire you. So I've gone ahead and prepped this canvas. I put my Artist Loft Flow Acrylic Black down. I mixed that with my pouring medium, which is 75% Floetrol and 25% GAC 800 by Golden, which I love. It makes my paints a little bit more silky, a little bit more fluid, and I'm just crazy about the product. So if you can grab some, go ahead and give that pouring medium a try. I prepped my canvas, and as you know from my last video, I always tilt it a little bit with some raised cups to get any of the excess paint off, so it's all nice and even and whatnot on your canvas. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. My colors that I'm using today is the Artist Loft Black, and I added a little bit of the Golden Bone Black to my base coat. It just richens it up a little bit. The black flow acrylic tends to dry a little bit dull for me, and I very rarely use any resin or varnish on my paintings because I like the way a natural canvas looks. But that's my preference. It might not be everyone's preference. Our swipe colors today are the Golden Iridescent Pearl, the Deco Art Metallic Zinc. Now I'm also using a silver, so I wanted to darken up this zinc a little bit, so I added a drop or two of the bone black to it. The Golden Iridescent Silver, which is just so beautiful. And this beautiful color, I'm so excited about it. It's the metallic Deco Art Garnet. But this color is just so warm and rich, and with the holidays coming up, this would be a really nice red to try. I very rarely use red, and Surfman, you know that. You've even asked me about that, so we're doing this one today for you. I'm going to go ahead and move this guy out of our way, and let's center this canvas. If you hear a little bit of humming in the background, guys, that's my heater next to me. I live in South Carolina in a lovely place called Hilton Head Island, and it's usually about 70 degrees here this time of year, but it got down into the 50s. Don't you northerners be hating. But it's nipply. It really is. And I've been in the South for 6 years now, and it's true what they say. Your blood truly starts to thin. So my studio right now is about 58 degrees, and even my paints are a little bit cold. So let's go ahead and put down our first color. I'm going to use that pearl. And then I'm going to put down this darker gray, which is the zinc, which I added a little bit of the golden bone black to. Now let's do, what should we do next? Let's try this garnet. I'm excited about this. I'm hoping these colors work out for us. Nice and warm and wintry. Next is our golden iridescent silver. Now what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a double or maybe even a triple swipe on this. Some people have seen some art that I've recently done and asked me to do a video on the triple swipe. Our tool today of choice is our damp paper towel, and I've cut them into a bunch of different sizes. So let's go ahead and let's use a smaller piece. I like to swipe in sections. Gives it a little bit more detail. So let's start right here on the edge. I'm going to just drip that paper towel down in there, give it a bit of a jiggle, and lay it down, and then pull it towards me slowly. Now, like I shared with you on the first swiping video, I overlap my swipe tool onto the previous swipe so you don't get a little jiggle line in there. See how I let that paint grab, that paper towel grab hold of that paint? Slowly swipe. Now I want to bring up a little bit more of that black. So we can do that a couple of ways. If you see down here, I've got lots of dripping of my base coat. So I'm going to just dip my paper towel into those drippings. And let's go ahead and stick this guy right down here in the middle. Lay him down. Give him a little bit of a jiggle. Take him to the edge. Let's try that again. That's pretty, and that black is causing that garnet color to sell up. Just dip it in that base coat. Bring it all down. Now you have the option of leaving that negative space up above. If you did, I would kind of fine tune that line there, and you can do that by accentuating a little bit. Let me grab my little handy dandy scraping tool. I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to put a little bit of pearl down here, because I'm hooked up to all these wires and I can't get to my paper plates. Go ahead and dip that tool into your paint. You don't need a whole lot. And I'm going to leave a little bit of that black negative space in between right there. Now let's go ahead and add another swipe to take up. Very nice. Now once again, we've got a bit of a haphazard line there, so there's lots of things you can do to fix that. You can cheat. You can cheat and make fake cells. So I'm going to dip my popsicle stick into my garnet color, and I'm going to bring that line together. I need to when you torch those little droplets, they're going to expand a little bit and they're going to look real similar to the natural cells. You can also do the same thing down here, but I like that, that black negative space going on. Now, I'm not crazy about that big black dot. Now, if I like that big black dot, I'd maybe add a few more so that it doesn't look like a mistake. I really don't like that dot right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little droplet of that garnet in there. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of a blow with a straw to kind of make it expand out. And you'll still see that silver color there, but it'll look like a rim around it. Let's go ahead and fix this guy right here, because like I said, he's the only one there and he almost looks like a mistake to me. Put your little droplet and make sure you blow that out, because if not, the paint's going to be a little bit too thick. Now that's kind of cool. That's really cool. I almost wish that there were a few more of them. Not real crazy about this right here. You have the option of going ahead and putting a little bit more pearl in there, but let me show you a cool little trick. Let me grab my black paint here, and I'm going to need a clean popsicle stick. My sisters. I want to jag it up that line a little bit. And a really easy way to do it is just by adding more of the black base coat to it. And let me show you what I mean. I'm going to put like a droplet there, droplet there, droplet there. And see how it kind of jags up that line. Now you can also take your popsicle skewer and kind of drag through it, but I kind of like this effect. See? Isn't that cool? Play, you gotta play with your paints. Yeah, and I think I'm okay with that like that. Now, that's a pretty cool dot right there. We can always add another one. it. Those are kind of fun fall colors. You can keep playing. There's so many things that you can do. Say you wanted to add more black negative space down there. Grab your black, draw your line, and just let it tilt off. So playing. And these inexpensive canvases that you can buy from Michaels, a bundle of 10 for like $2.99. Use them as your practice canvases. Start off there before you move on to an expensive gallery wrapped or a larger canvas, and so you don't, waste a lot of paint. But easy breezy, simple and fun. There you have it, guys. Thanks for joining me. Happy painting to each and every one of you. I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.